A very good morning to all of you. As Mr. Pandey said that I am the first minister to be here. All I want to say is our government is very keen when we have set the benchmark of $5 trillion economy to be by 2024-25. The role of every industry is important, and I am pleased to be here on your annual survey for the 2018-19 for the direct selling industry to be released today. I understand that the direct selling has been growing at a steady pace, and the industry is providing an opportunity to millions of Indians who wish to embark on their entrepreneurial journey. The direct selling industry contributes to India's growth and also creates jobs across the nation. It is commendable that this industry engages around 6 million people involved as either distributors or direct sellers, and I have been told that this number could grow to 20 million by 2024, by 2025. The fact that around 25% of the direct sellers are from the age group of 18 to 45 years is a testament that this industry has been given self-employment opportunity to our young generation. While in one of the slides which showcase the number of women being involved in this industry, if I look at the stage, here is 25% representation on the dais. But whereas actually if you look at the direct selling industry, the woman has outnumbered the men. They are 75% and the men are just 25%. So it is heartening to hear that in this unique industry segment, the number of women sellers have increased from 2.7 million in the year 2016 and 17 to 2.85 million in the year 2018-19, which indicates that over 200 women have joined the industry every day during the past 2 years. This is a commendable achievement, and it aligns with our government's vision of encouraging and facilitating the role of women in India's growth story. An increasingly high number of women homemakers are joining this direct selling business, as this business gives them an opportunity to supplement their family income whilst ensuring there's the flexibility needed with their work. And I'm sure the target what you have set for yourself and for the industry to be among the top 10 players in the world is going to ensure a large number of women and young entrepreneurs and direct sellers to be engaged in the coming years. The direct selling industry can tie up with various schemes of the government like Startup India, Stand Up India, Skill India. The young people joining the direct selling industry can probably become future entrepreneurs and job creators with the help of various schemes of the government. Well, as far as the MSME sector is concerned, the direct selling industry is also contributing to the growth of MSME sector in the country. I understand that majority of the selling companies engage MSME operators for production of high quality products. I request to the direct selling industry to also focus on the small cottage industries, handicraft industries, artisans in the villages and small cities, and tie up with them. This can benefit both the direct sellers who can access widely available untapped industries and the small industries who have an avenue to contribute their resources towards making quality products. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान बाकी है, अभी कई और इम्तिहान बाकी हैं। अभी तो नापी है मुट्ठी भर ज़मीं तुमने, अभी तो सारा आसमान बाकी है, अभी तो सारा आसमान बाकी है.
When I did The Apprentice, it was a long shot. This is not a long shot. This is going to be something that's really amazing. The harder you work, oftentimes, the luckier you get. I walked in, and people are thanking me so much. Mr. Trump, thank you. And I said, why? What did I do? They said, I've made more money in the last month than I have in the last 2 years. I want people to be successful. I want people to make a lot of money, and I want people to enjoy it. When I got out of that car, I saw such unbelievable enthusiasm for the group, for the founders, and for the product, and for what we're doing as a network, as the Trump Network. The other thing is, and I just see it so many different times, never, ever quit. To be victorious, you have to think of yourself as a winner. You have to feel that you're a winner. You have to feel that you're better than the competition. We want to do and we want to have a 5-year plan. We want to end up being the biggest in the industry. We are going to be the biggest in the industry. But I had a lot of other opportunities to do this because I believe in network marketing. I'm a big fan of network marketing. And I had a lot of other opportunities with other people that are pretty successful. I didn't see anything or anyone that was close to these 3 guys. I want this to go great. I want people to be successful. I want people to make money. I want people to love what they're doing. It's going to be our company as a group. We're going to come out with new and different products. They're going to be wonderful products. The network itself is going to be amazing. And let's make this the #1 network marketing company anywhere. Thank you.
Those of you who are considering a second chance in the B quadrant or the I quadrant, I'd like to introduce you to my sweetheart, Kim, because the B quadrant and I quadrant is not for everybody. But this is my sweetheart. The smartest decision I've ever made was getting married to Kim. It's a blessing, almost 30 years now, right?
30 years.
And when I met Kim, she was an employee in an advertising agency. But I was most impressed was you were going for the B quadrant.
Yes.
And you had a little network marketing business.
Yeah, I knew very early on I did not want to be an employee. I didn't really know what the options were because I was always around employees growing up. But I got introduced to network marketing while I was working in advertising, and I thought this would be a good idea for me to start to learn what it is to be a business owner. So I got set up with this network marketing company. I was representative, and it was a great learning experience for me and to what it takes to be an entrepreneur, because if I didn't make the sale, I didn't get any money. And I had to get very creative on how I was going to sell because, of course, like most network marketing, you go to your family and friends and that runs out pretty fast. So then you've got to go find new customers. So I would set up my little salons at fitness clubs and different places throughout Honolulu, and I would continue to sell. And I'd also learn how to sell and what worked and what didn't work. But it was probably one of the best business trainings I could have had early on.
And you had to teach other people how to sell in a role.
Exactly. Yep. You had to teach others. You had to learn about leadership. So network marketing for me was a great way for me to discover if I wanted to become an entrepreneur.
And so when I met her 30-something years ago, I said, man, she's got beauty, she's got brains, and she loves business.
I do love business.
And we've become business partners for 30 years now. I wouldn't be here without her today. And she and I developed the cash flow board game. For those of you who want to find out if you want to be a professional investor versus a passive investor, if you're tired of 401ks and IRAs and Roths and all that other stuff, that's what we developed the cash flow game for.
Yes, and so we developed the cash flow board game basically to teach people what it was Robert and I did to become financially free. Yes, so we recommend network marketing if you want to move into the B quadrant, and for those interested in becoming professional investors, check out the cash flow board game. So I actually have a business degree, a college degree in business, but I have to say, getting into network marketing, I learned more about what it takes to be an entrepreneur than I ever learned in my 4 years of college.
This audience, the network marketing community. There's about 100 million people around the world that are engaged in this. It does approximately $200 billion a year in revenue. It's growing, it's expanding, and these home-based entrepreneurs are looking for a better life for their families. Do you think it's a good idea for a person to get involved in network marketing and start to build something?
I mean, we were involved with network marketing once with a cosmetics company in the UK, and we would have a dinner every year with all these young entrepreneurs from all over the country, and they were sometimes they were a mum with children who wanted to make some money on the side, and sometimes they were relying on it completely, for their living. And it was tremendous seeing the enthusiasm, how much it transformed their lives, and what a difference it made to them. So I'm a tremendous believer in network marketing, and I'm a great believer in entrepreneurs. I think all the future jobs in the next 20 or 30 years will be created by network marketing entrepreneurs and other entrepreneurs around the world, starting off from scratch or starting off very small and making a real difference in the world.
MLM एक ध्यान से समझे तो एक साइंटिफिक प्रोसेस है, एक सिस्टमैटिक साइंटिफिक प्रोसेस है किसी प्रोडक्ट, गुड्स या सर्विसेज को जनता तक पहुंचाने के लिए। MLM जिस प्रकार एक प्रोडक्ट को मार्केट करने के कई जरिए होते हैं, इसी तरह मल्टी लेवल मार्केटिंग ये भी एक जरिया है एक प्रोडक्ट को आगे पहुंचाने का। प्रश्न यह है कि MLM का नाम खराब क्यों हुआ? दो कारण से हुआ, केवल दो कारण से हुआ। पहला कारण, एक ऐसी कंपनी जो स्कीम या स्कैम के साथ आ रही है और एग्जिट डेट, धंधे को बंद करने की डेट पहले ही दिमाग में लेके आ रही है। एक तो उन लोगों ने इसका नाम खराब किया, और दूसरा उन फेलियर लीडर्स ने इसका नाम खराब किया जो MLM में सफल तो हो नहीं सके, तो बाहर जाकर के इतनी इसकी बुराई करते हैं कि कहीं कोई और भी सफल ना हो जाए। ये दो प्रकार, या तो कोई कंपनी नेगेटिव होगी या एक लीडर जो सफल नहीं हुआ जब कंपनी छोड़ के जाएगा तो वो नेगेटिव होगा। ये दो ही कारण है जिसके कारण नाम खराब हुआ। मेरे विचार में अगर इंसान को दूसरा बड़ा मौका कोई इंडस्ट्री देती है सफलता के लिए, पहला मौका तो उसको बचपन में पढ़ाई करने के लिए मिलता है, लेकिन अगर फिर भी नहीं पढ़ सका किसी मजबूरी के कारण, आज IAS, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, बीटेक गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट, IIT, IIM अहमदाबाद नहीं जा सका, तो उनके बराबर या उनसे आगे जाने का दूसरा मौका, ये दोबारा पुनर्जीवन देने वाली इंडस्ट्री है, उसको बोलते हैं MLM। सामने कैमरा चल रहा है, मैं पब्लिक में पहली बार ये बता रहा हूं कि अगर जो मेरी अपनी संतान होगी, मैं भी, देखिए पहले मैं समझाना चाहता हूं, MLM में जो लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट का कल्चर होता है ना, जो सीखने की संभावना होती है, जो ट्रेनिंग की संभावना होती है, आज अगर आप MLM में सफल नहीं भी हो, कभी भी सफल ना हो, आप पक्का विफल हो जाएं, तो भी MLM जरूर ज्वाइन करना चाहिए। अगर आपको कभी भी सफलता नहीं मिलती, कोई बात नहीं, MLM जरूर ज्वाइन करना चाहिए। हमारे देश के हर नौजवान को करना चाहिए, हमारे देश के हर बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति को करना चाहिए। और आपको बताऊंगा, मैं अपने बेटे को भी MLM जरूर ज्वाइन कराऊंगा। मैं ऐसा, उसकी मर्जी है, अगर वो नहीं रहना चाहता नहीं रहेगा, लेकिन एक बार अपने प्रेम से उसको विश्वास दिला के कुछ महीनों के लिए तो जरूर ज्वाइन कराऊंगा। यहां पे रहने वाला आदमी, नेगेटिविटी को हैंडल करने वाला आदमी, नेगेटिव कस्टमर के साथ बाउंस बैक कर जाने वाला आदमी, नेगेटिव लोगों के अगेंस्ट खड़े होकर के बिना तनख्वाह के अपने आप को एस्टैब्लिश कर देने वाला आदमी, एक पॉजिटिविटी का पहाड़ जनरेट कर देने वाला आदमी, ऐसी सीख कोई और इंडस्ट्री अभी नहीं दे पा रही है हमारे देश में या दुनिया के अंदर। ये केवल एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है जो अंदर से आपको ताकतवर बना सकती है। ये वो एक इंडस्ट्री है जहां पे लोग बिना तनख्वाह के आते हैं लेकिन फिर भी जुड़ जाते हैं, एक कम्युनिटी कॉमन पर्पस के साथ जुड़ जाते हैं।